Oh, I hear you. Fantastic. Okay, I can hear you.
I hate to ask a mundane question, but do you want me to be looking into the camera?
Oh, the camera. Hold on. All right. Now you can see that you can see. You're in the camera. Do you like being in the camera? Is that comfortable?
I have no problem.
Okay, good. You're comfortable on camera. Wait, let me get out of the. I don't want the camera on top of me here.
I'm just wondering, do you want me to talk into the camera?
Oh, that's not necessary. You can talk into the camera.
Can I talk into my feet?
Yes, your feet. You can be a feet if you need to be feety. It's okay.
Okay.
Anywhere you talk, I can hear you. But if you look into the camera, then when the audience sees you, they'll think you're pretty. You're pretty.
Well, good. I'll look into the camera.
Right. So it's okay in my sake. You might want to look into the camera for your sake. You know, just so for your posterior and stuff.
My posterior.
Yeah, I want your posterior to be happy when it sees the show. You're gonna show the show to your butt, right?
I'm just gonna feel it.
No, you don't understand. See, you people, you humans, you don't understand that butts, asses, they have feelings too. It's like humans. It's like your eyes and your nose. You have to treat your ass with love. Love your ass. Love your ass. Anyway, I'll sing you a song about my butt later. It's a terrific song. Anyway, I have to explain some things before we get started. It's very complicated, so I don't want to bore you or anything.
No, please.
It's very complicated. Okay, so, I invited you to come to the show, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is that the me that invited you to come to the show is not actually the me that you're talking to now. Okay, so that's probably confusing, right?
Is this the part where you release the feral dogs?
You've got some very strange ideas of what's going to happen here tonight. You have like a paranoid threat. You're sure that everyone wants to kill you. That's not why you wrote that play that way. Shakespeare, everyone wants to kill you. Do you realize when I did the follow-up, I did this Mark Twain. Nobody wanted to kill Mark Twain.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
No, Mark Twain's characters love him because he never put them through really bad things like Shakespeare did. It was different. Remember Mark Twain's characters were like sad, and then he came in and he said, "Oh, see, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Towards my death. That line. Anyway, it's not. It's significant. See, that's the theme of the show this week. The theme of the show is it's not important. It's significant.
Significant.
It's important. You know what I mean? It's the significant differences that make it important. Okay. So anyway, it's not that
I'm having a hard time understanding you because
yes, I know. It's very complicated.
Now I understand you.
I know. Sometimes I can't get the transmission right. It's like I'm in outer space.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you.
But I'm not in outer space. I'm in outer time.
I hear you.
Outer time. I'm far away in outer time in the future. You understand? In the future.
Yes.
Right. So in the future, you and I are very, we're collaborating on things as we do now.
Okay, good.
But it's different in the future.
I hope so.
Yeah. Now, in the future, I don't have a body.
Oh, you don't have a body?
No. Can you see that? You can see I'm just a head.
Well, I can't unless I turn around.
Oh, go ahead. Turn around. It's fine. That's me. Hi.
Just the back of the head.
Yeah, I have a hand sometimes, but it's not a real hand. It's an imaginary hand. It's a virtual hand. It's not. Nothing's real. Everything you see on the screen is just virtual.
So this is, I know that you did a rendition of The Wizard of Oz years ago. This is a bit Wizard of Oz-ish.
Well, that's interesting you say that. Just like the truth is that you're William Shakespeare, the truth is that I'm the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
So it's just like that, So you could say it's fiction. On stage, everything that you imagine is real.
Okay.
So if you can imagine everything you imagine, then you really are the Wizard of Shakespeare, and I really am the Wizard of Oz. Now, in the future, I get to really be the Wizard and be a floating head that grants people's wishes. Right. I was one. Be the magic floating head that grants people's wishes. So I want you to make a wish and tell me about it, and then we'll make it come in the future.
Well, I want to get over my more mundane and shallow celebrity culture-oriented wishes.
Yeah.
So I'll put those aside.
Think big. Think really like most amazing, difficult, miraculous wish for.
My wishes are even my more altruistic wishes are fairly mundane.
Oh, really?
I want to create works of art.
Works of art?
Reach a broad audience and that satisfy me.
I love how you I love how you like something that everybody does or something. That's very difficult. It's a wonderful wish. Of course, one of my personal goals as well. And so I'm going to help you with that in the future.
That and I'd like some, good sex.
Good sex. Good sex is good.
But I'm afraid your floating head can't help me with that.
No, I can't personally. But again, I'm not here to necessarily do.
And I'm in a fulfilling marriage, and I get my good sex. So.
She is quite a lady. Just like I have a great, amazing lady in my life, of course.
Yes.
So no, that's not the point.
Finally, I got my own computer. I was so psyched to explore a whole new world. I just don't feel normal. My friends are nice, but they just don't get me.
I feel like such a weirdo!
Where do you go to be understood? I found this online show. I can call in. I can express myself. Be on TV. Weirdos TV. Weirdos.com. Sometimes a stranger can be your best friend.
In a different way, like art sex.
Or did you hear that story about Rihanna yesterday with the where she busted the Taiwanese, where she ratted on the Taiwanese sex shop where the woman was literally doing things with turtles and birds.
Turtles and birds. That's really a good one. I gotta say.
I know you can't make this stuff up. I mean, you probably can make this stuff up.
Make it up, but
I read it in the Daily News, so it has to be true.
Well, as long as it's not a Daily Post. The compost. But no. So I'm going to grant your wish. I promise. Hold on. First, I have to go into a different place here where I grant my wishes. Here. This is my wish granting. See, what you see behind me is actually the representation of what's going on in my mind.
My head?
Behind the head. You see the stuff behind the head? That's like what's going on in my head. Like what you see behind the head is my dream. So in the dream, my voice is going out into the world and saying that we must create the space for Mark to make great art wishes for Mark. Now this is coming true in the future.
It's actually kind of scary when I look back there at the giant head, the floating head.
I know, it's very scary, but I don't want you to be scared.
I'm not too scared. I'm just afraid. I'll probably have. I have lots of nightmares. I'll probably have a bad dream with this. I had a bad dream last night about people eating donuts.
Really? Why? That sounds like a good dream to me.
Well, they were gluttonous. They were being very gluttonous with this food in front of me, and I wanted to eat the food, but their gluttony was kind of disgusting me.
Right.
But at the same time, I wanted to be one of them.
You you wanted to be gluttonous and gluttony.
It was kind of a heavy woman, a heavy set woman was being very gluttonous with donuts and all this sort of overly rich, luscious food in front of me, and I wanted to eat it, but I was sort of grossed out at the same time, both her and myself.
Yes.
And also, I was sexually attracted to her as well, so that was part of it.
Yes, that's good.
I think maybe
I can analyze this dream for you.
I think a Freudian interpretation might say that I was repulsed by my own certain sexual desires that I'm not allowing myself to have.
Yeah, that's probably what Freud would say, but that's not what I would say.
You'd say have a donut.
That's right. I think the meaning of like donuts.
I like donuts.
Wish you didn't like so much.
Who doesn't like a donut? I mean, who doesn't like a donut?
Well, I don't eat food anymore.
I love donuts.
I no longer need food or sleep or any of that stuff. It's much nicer. You know, I know you think it's great having a body and stuff, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it. The body is a burden. It just stops you from doing stuff that you could do.
I guess.
Yeah. Now that I don't have to eat or sleep or
I don't agree with you. I like having a body.
Oh, I know, but you haven't tried not having a body. Not having a Wait till you try it. You can try it. You can try it.
I'll wait.
You can in about 150 years. You can just go out of your body and then go back in if you don't like it out of your body. But I tried it and I like it so much better without a body.
I'm afraid I'm going to miss that, just like hovercrafts. I think I'm just going to miss out on the timeline on the hovercraft and the bodiless experience.
Well, I'm not allowed to tell you too much about the future, but I can tell you that you don't miss out on that. You live a long time.
I hope so.
I promise you.
But they've been promising hovercrafts for a long time, and we still haven't gotten them.
But the people are promising those hovercrafts don't live in the future.
Yeah, but like if you look at all the future, every single future thing I've ever seen.
Well, right, but who wrote those future things?
TV people, but they all have hovercrafts.
Those people are predicting the future, and I'm remembering the future.
So, are there hovercrafts in the future?
No, there's no hovercraft.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
We're not going to get any hovercrafts.
No, we're not going to get hovercraft. But we get better than hovercraft.
It's been a real source of disappointment for me.
But we do better than a hovercraft. We just fly. You can fly in the future. If you want to fly, you just fly. It's really easy to fly in the future. See, I'm flying away.
You know, I used to have flying dreams, and in my flying dreams, I was often holding onto a stick, sort of like a witch's broom, but the stick would get smaller and smaller, and I'd be holding onto a flying pencil, and I'd be flying around, which, of course, certainly admits a Freudian interpretation as well.
Yeah, Freud would say, like donuts, and you want to have sex while you're flying with a turtle, apparently. Freud said there was something about turtles in a pet shop.
Well, it involved basically this. What happened is Rihanna decided that she thought it would be fun to go to a Taiwanese sex shop just to kind of, that's what she would do when she's in another country. And apparently the woman on stage was removing turtles from Yes, on stage.
Oh, I thought it was like
so Rihanna, then being the good Samaritan she is, the world citizen, reported it to the authorities, and then they shut down the sex shop apparently, but they shut it down because they had a permit problem. I guess they didn't have a permit to do the things they were.
Right.
They didn't have a turtle handling
They needed a wildlife permit. They were studying animal husbandry, not officially. No,
they didn't have the appropriate papers that one needs.
Well, I happen to have a license for that sort of thing, but somehow I'm not practicing at the moment. But it doesn't matter. The point is that in the future, all the turtles are intelligent enough that if they wanted to have sex, you could go up, you could meet them in a bar.
I have to say, I hope my wife doesn't watch this because she'll be very upset that I'm saying this, but my wife one time accidentally squashed my son's turtle with a big rock. And it made this noise that was one of the more disturbing noises I ever heard. It was this high-pitched, squealing noise that only a turtle being crushed can make.
Yes, there can only be that one turtle crushing noise in the world.
And I've never before, since, or after. Nor do I think in the future ever will I hear a turtle making such noise again, unless, of course, somebody squishes some turtles.
Does it sound like this?
No, it was like. It's kind of like a whale, but like a whale, like, whale noises, but more in pain and higher pitched and
Kind of like
crusher, kind of like Giles Corey from The Crucible,
a literary reference. That's good.
Literary reference, yeah.
Yes, that's good. I'm from Shakespeare over here. I think hold on. See if I can pull up the top. Tales by idiot. Sound. Signifying nothing. Out. And tomorrow.
You're quoting that play, the Scottish play.
Creeps in this petty page. Signifying nothing. Out.
Day to day, to the last recorded syllable of time.
The last syllable of word in time.
And all our yesterdays have lighted ways to dusty fools.
All our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty days.
I'm dyslexic.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're getting lit or the death. The point is that it's dusty death.
I remember the rest.
Yes. Friends out on stage. Then what's the rest?
Out, brief candle.
Yes.
Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets.
Yes.
Hour upon the stage.
That's right. Is hour upon the stage.
And then is heard no more.
And then is heard no more.
It's a tale told by an idiot.
And signifying
Full
nothing.
of sound and fury.
And
signifying nothing.
That's right. You were right. You win the big Shakespeare prize tonight.
What's that? You release Basset Hound? You drop me into a large tank and release moray eels upon my testicles?
If that's what you like. Whatever turns you on. I'm not here to judge. If that's what you really need to do. Sound, fury. Just don't tell your wife about the turtle. What did you tell the kid though? What did you tell?
When my wife and I were discussing the Rihanna thing with the turtles,
Yeah.
she was especially upset about the turtle and the birds. She said that man was put on earth to take care of the creatures. And I said, well, maybe the turtle was warm and comfortable.
Well, that's the point. We don't know that. We'll find a way to speak to the animals, and we'll ask them, do you want to do it? And like the turtle will say yes. Maybe the turtle will say, not tonight, darling.
I have to say, it sort of bothered me that Rihanna did that.
Yes, I agree. Look,
I sort of felt like, I'm not one of these people who feels like you have to accept everything that other cultures do.
No, but you don't have to stop it.
Well, look, there's some things like clitorectomies or forcing 13-year-olds to have sex, and I think, okay,
fair enough.
Stop that, put an end to that. But, if somebody wants to fuck a turtle, well, I'm okay with that.
Well, it's not that somebody wants to fuck the turtle. This is their act.
Well, my wife was saying that, because the commercial component that, in fact, this woman might be being economically coerced to do something that she might not otherwise do in her spare time.
Look, I am being economically coerced right now to do a lot of things that I really don't want to do. But I'm doing them because, you got to do stuff. The point is, look, if somebody came in and thought my act, what I'm doing right here, right now, if they thought it was offensive, bad, and they tried to stop me, I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, get a life.
Well, you're not going to pull a turtle out of yourself, are you?
Keep giving me suggestions.
Because I think I might actually, then I might have a hard time with.
You might.
I don't want to watch somebody pulling turtles out of themselves.
No, but you might. What if I told you I would pay you $1 million to pull a turtle out of yourself?
It would depend on the size of the turtle.
Very good. So now we know that you are willing to do it, and we're just negotiating.
Oh yes,
over
it's like the
turtle
old
size.
joke. Now we're just talking price, I guess.
We are negotiating turtle size only. We didn't even negotiate the price. You went for the $1 million right off, and now I just have to determine how small a turtle I need to come up with to get it up to record. This is going to be a
baby
good show, ladies
turtle.
and
It was like a little baby box turtle, like
all right. Well, I was going to negotiate for like one of those huge 1 million-year-old tortoises.
I don't think anyone's doing that.
Well, that's my point. This is going to be an act that people are really going to want to see, but we have to get the right turtle.
I mean, it makes me think about the old magician trick of pulling a rabbit out of a hat. It's kind
Yes, or sawing a turtle in half.
It's kind of like one-upmanship.
Or one-downmanship, depending on which way you're pulling the turtle at the time. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for a turtle in my... I don't think I have a turtle with me.
One-downmanship.
I seem to have a DNA strand. You might be able to make a turtle.
And then there was something with birds, too. Now, the birds, I somehow feel worse for the birds because I feel like a turtle is more suited to sort of be inside somebody.
Of course.
A bird has feathers. And
Look, and turtles are inside of an animal already, aren't they?
they could probably live for a long time in somebody.
Turtles live in their own private rectum. Their shell is like an ass already. So, yes, look, already, when people talk about having to take a dump, they compare it to the turtle poking its head out.
I've got a turtle poking his head out. That's true.
That's right. So the turtle clearly...
she might have actually had a turtle poking his head out.
The turtle, look, I know from many experiences with circus animals that they enjoy a lot of things. Okay? So we can't be sure what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy and what's right and what's wrong. But what we can be sure of is that turtle was very lucky. And if I could do an act with that woman, I would.
Yeah. You'd be like, hello.
That's right. Look, Dirty Martini eats dollar bills and then pulls them out of her ass.
Wow, that's quick.
That's her big act, right? She eats a lot of dollar bills and then she pulls them out of her ass to the Dolly Parton song, God Bless the USA.
Wow.
And she's been paid to do that act for 15 years.
Does she give those dollar bills to audience members?
I was just talking to the stage kitten from the show who was pointing out that she was coveting the Dirty Martini dollar bill. Ass dollar.
Anal currency.
Anal currency. That's funny, we didn't call it that. But now
I like it.
I think she likes it.
I like it.
I mean, she likes those dollar bills.
I like it.
I think you're going to need a hanky with those.
Well, you'd be surprised. Dirty keeps your butt real clean. and they're dollar bills, it's worth it. It's worth it. You make a lot of money that way. You just follow her around and pick up the dollars.
I saw Cloudy with Meatballs 2 with my 8-year-old son yesterday.
Did you?
And there's actually a very odd scene where the strawberry is a living creature.
Yes.
And it's eating this key that they want to find.
Right.
And the strawberry excretes the key in what I can only be described as strawberry poo.
Right.
And then this talking monkey licks the poo off the key so they can use the key.
So it's kind of a double poop entendre there.
Well, I mean, I think the authorities ought to be going after the makers of Cloudy with Meatballs too.
I agree. I think you should leave the girl alone with the turtle and the bird. Because how many people even saw that act? And then you got Cloudy with Meatballs 3, where they're going to do an enema scene. Yeah, no. The funny thing is, there's a movie out that you may have seen in your time, in the present where you live, called Gravity.
But you have me wondering for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who were the first people to explore enemas and what drove them to do that?
The Enema Bandit was, of course, the very first. You know about the Illinois Enema Bandit,
It's
right?
kind of like the first person who ate blue cheese. It's sort of like, who was the first person to decide, this, then all the sort of different permutations, the coffee enemas, the peyote enemas, the
But you
vinegar.
But you know about the Illinois Enema Bandit, right?
No.
You don't know about the Illinois Enema Bandit?
I don't know about
He
it.
used to sneak around.
I'm assuming it's a him, because that can only be a guy.
Yes, of course. It's the kind of thing a guy would want to do. And yeah, he used to sneak into college dormitories late at night and perform enemas on the young sorority girls there.
Without them knowing?
Well, as much as possible.
No, that's bad.
Oh, I agree. It's very bad. He went to jail for it. He went to jail for it.
Good. That's bad.
But there's a song about it.
That's fucked up.
There's a song.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this story.
Okay, I'm going to sing you the song now. Illinois Enema Bandit. They say he's on the loose. They say he's on the loose. Oh, Illinois, he has caused much alarm. He's sneaking out with a bag under his arm. He's breaking into college dormitories. The Illinois Enema Bandit. He's filling them all up full of Enema Bandit juice. The Illinois Enema Bandit. I hear he's on the loose. I hear he's on the loose.
Now, in all seriousness,
Yeah.
that didn't really happen, did it?
Yeah, it really did happen. It's a real story from the 1970s. And
That's like take him out and torture him in public territory. Yeah?
I agree. I mean, it's just, of all the things you can do to someone in their sleep without their permission, I mean, having sex with them or something is nothing compared to the horrors of waking up and finding out that you have been enemas.
It's so as if somebody woke up and said, "What is the most fucked up, awful, violating thing I can kind of do to people?"
Right. And how can I get away with it?
Yeah, as a hobby. Let me think.
There's I know another enema song.
Oh God, no.
It goes like this. One, an enema, enema. One, an enema, enema. It goes like that. All right. You've been a great guest.
You don't just watch out. You don't get like sued by the Ronettes for stealing like Moonlight or whatever.
Is that how that song goes? One,
Is that the Ronettes who did Moonlight? No, who did Moonlight?
I don't know any of those songs. I come from the future.
The ones who sued George Harrison for.
Oh, that was My Sweet Lord.
Yeah, what was the name of the group that did Moonlight?
That was the Shirelles.
The Shirelles.
Yeah, the Shirelles did My Sweet Lord, and they were right. George was totally wrong.
Yeah.
There's no question. It was exactly the same song, and he really.
I guess he thought he'd get away with it because it was praise to Hare Krishna.
I think he literally
sort of like suing a deity.
I think he didn't know.
Not good form.
He didn't think of it. I think it happened accidentally, and then he realized later that he had in fact copied the song.
Bad
and
form.
His lawyers told him to say no, but he knew he had done it.
Yeah, bad form though.
Bad form, George.
No, not George. The Shirelles.
Oh no, it was George's fault.
Taking Hare Krishna to court. Come on.
No, George should never have stolen their song. He knew what he was doing. It was
can you imagine that the same thing happened? Like, somebody writing a song about, Jesus or something, and then somebody suing them because they had plagiarized the music?
Well, I mean, it's not clear which Lord George was talking about. He didn't actually talk about Krishna or anything. It could have been Jesus. He was just talking about God in general, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
No, but the point is,